Rangers lose 3-2 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's been a while since I had to say those words, and it sucks that I have to say it. But the Rangers do lose, and this is a game that could have went either way, so I'm not even too mad about the loss. 50-50 game that just went the Penguins' way. Tristan Jarry kind of bailed them out, though. I shouldn't say 50-50. I thought the Rangers did outplay Pittsburgh, but again, Tristan Jarry ends up coming up with a big game, and you can't even be mad about it. You just got to say, all right, it is what it is. We move on to the next one, and it sucks that the win streak ends this way, right? Because they also could have called something at the end of this game that maybe could help the Rangers. The Rangers didn't convert on power plays. The Rangers just didn't play. They couldn't buy another goal. It's that simple. And we're going to talk about all of it. Before we do, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're a Ranger fans. We cover the Rangers heavily here on the channel, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video next. Let's talk about this game. And the game starts off quickly as the Rangers get on the board right away. Bad defensive lapse to start the game for the Rangers, but Igor ends up making a big save, and the Rangers end up getting an odd man rush the other way, and Chris Kreider ends up burying the goal, and he puts it on just a random shot, and I think it went off of someone on Pittsburgh and in. I'm not too sure, but makes it a 1-0 game early. Feeling good about it. Silence the crowd, silence the building. That's the way you want to start a road game. Then Kakko draws a holding penalty, and it felt like the Rangers were really going to do this, and it was going to just be a dominant effort, and they were just going to go in, get things done, and then head out of Pittsburgh with the 2 points, but it didn't necessarily go that way. Kakko on that draw penalty, or the Rangers on the power play, I should say, after that, they do absolutely nothing on the power play, as it was just a passing practice. No shots on goal for the Rangers on that power play. They got to test Jarry there earlier on, especially. I'm sorry, but the fact that you threw that one goal on and it somehow went in, and you don't test Jarry enough on that power play, it doesn't make sense to me at all. They were in the offensive zone, so it's not like it's a matter of, oh, Pittsburgh had a good penalty killer. Oh, the Rangers just couldn't maintain the puck. No, you had possession of the puck. You just didn't put anything on goal for whatever reason. But then Trocheck hits the crossbar on an opportunity, as we see every game. Schneider then had to make a good block to stop a goal in the slot. Schneider had a big game. We'll talk further about that. And the K line then had a great shift after Pittsburgh had some good chances, but Harper ended up ruining that shift. VC then hit the post on a backhander, and then Pettersson goes off for slashing, and the Rangers got some shots off on that power play, and it ended up being a 4-on-4, though, unfortunately, later on, as Adam Fox takes a holding penalty, and on the power play, Schneider ends up having to make a great defensive play. This play was beautiful. The breakup, I think it was Raquel in front that Crosby was trying to pass it over to, and he makes a beautiful play to break up that pass. Penalty gets killed. Rangers outplayed a solid period. They outshot Pittsburgh 8-7, and it felt like that they were going to just play a solid game, and they didn't give Pittsburgh really anything that period. So we were feeling good. Second period comes around. Rangers got some chances early, which was nice to see. Fox then drew a penalty as he got tripped up by Kapanen, and on that delayed penalty, Hedl hit the post on an opportunity. So the Rangers, a lot of posts too. That's the other thing that sucks. A lot of posts tonight. So yeah, it's infuriating. Panarin then got a couple chances on that power play, denied, trying to recreate the Game 7 OT winner, and the penalty gets killed again. The Rangers needed to convert on one of these power plays. You get 3 early power plays, and that ended up being the whole game for power plays, but you got 3 power plays, and you did nothing with them. That is a problem. And Igor then makes a nice save on Brian Rust in the slot. Rangers then continued to get some chances. Miller then went off for interference, and this is what really killed the Rangers in this game as well. And yeah, Pittsburgh ends up scoring here on the power play as Malkin was left wide open. The snipe one and Raquel was screening there. Trouba, I don't understand what he was doing on this play. He was just sitting in the middle, pressing R1, L1, or just pressing R1 or L1, one of the buttons, whatever it is. He's just sitting there crouched instead of clearing the traffic in front. Or how about you block the shot and get in front of the shooter? Do one of the two. Make yourself useful in some regard. And unfortunately, he couldn't end up doing that. And yeah, again, 1-1. Igor then makes another big stop on Getzel in front. And then Sammy Blais takes a stupid roughing penalty, and this would force him to not see the ice the rest of the game. Mika and Kreider got 2-on-1 shorthanded. Kreider got denied, and then Pittsburgh ends up scoring. Brian Rust, at first, he fans out a shot, and then all of a sudden he finds his way alone in front of the net, and he tips in a shot from Joseph, and that makes it 2-1, and that was the end of the period. The Rangers played a good period as well there. Shots were 10-10, but again, special teams killed them this game. Special teams are the reason that they lost this game, which is why I'm not too mad overall, because usually the Rangers dominate in the special teams department, right? We talk about all the time how they're good shorthanded, they're good on the power play, great on the power play. Well, this year a little bit worse, but they're great on the power play, great on the penalty kill. This was just a one-off, so I'm not too concerned about that whatsoever. And realistically, you allow one 5-on-5 goal, hey, you can't be too mad. Third period starts, and the Rangers had all the pressure to start the period. Lindgren had the breakup a 3-on-1 opportunity that Pittsburgh got. Kreider then got a breakaway, couldn't score on it. And then Miller skates to no man's land. Penguins get a 2-on-1. Crosby walks in and just puts one by Igor, 3-1. Again, just poor defensive lapses there, but it was a rare one tonight. So I'm not too mad. Igor then with a stop on Rust again. And then the Rangers end up making it 3-2, and I thought they were actually going to come back and win this game after this goal. Trocheck with a beautiful move to just absolutely burn, I think it was Joseph in the neutral zone, and he comes in to make it a 2-on-1. Kreider with him. He wraps it around the defenseman, and he gives it over to Kreider. Kreider taps it home, 3-2 game. And the Rangers continued to put pressure on. They were getting chances. Brzezinski with a chance denied that almost scored. Miller then also turned the puck over again. Miller had a bit of a rough game in the third period in particular, and Russ ended up stopping that chance. Mika then denied by JARRY, and then Mika got tripped late in this game by Brian Dumoulin, and the refs call absolutely nothing. Wes McCauley, that is. Thank you. And I've always had a problem with Wes McCauley's officiating, so it's nothing new there, and it's not surprising. It is what it is. So, yeah, and that's pretty much your game. They outshot Pittsburgh 10-7 in the third. They outshot them in the game 28-24. And you could just talk it up to the fact that they got outclassed in the special teams department. It's that simple. And I'm not too mad when you put it that way. I think I can help you guys calm down if you are frustrated even with this loss. By saying that, listen, again, special teams, they're good in that department. And this was a one-off. They're not going to let that happen again. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Tristan Jarry came up and made big saves. You get goalied. It happens sometimes. And as much as it sucks to not get the 2 points, and as much as these 2 points that you don't get might hurt later on, this is a game where I'm not going to be too mad, because bring the effort that you brought in this game going in the next one. The one thing that I didn't like is Gerard Gallant switching up the lines late in this game, considering the fact that the lines were, you're on a 7-game heater and you switch up the lines. I don't know how that makes sense, but sure, it is what it is. But again, I'm not too mad with the effort. I'm not mad with the effort at all. They got outworked in the faceoff dot 56-44 though. That's unfortunate as well. They didn't win some crucial faceoffs in this game. Hits were 32-26 in favor of Pittsburgh. Block shots were 21-12 in favor of the Penguins, and then giveaway 6 for the Rangers, 17 for the Penguins. They forced a lot of turnovers. The Rangers doing what they did against Philly, against Chicago. They forced a lot of turnovers. Just unfortunately couldn't capitalize enough on those opportunities this go around. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know what to say. You just got to carry the game that you did into Thursday, play against the Islanders, and hope that you do better in the special teams department. But for how each line performed tonight, Panarin, Zibanejad, and Gaudreau, they were definitely good tonight. I don't really have a lot of complaints with that line. Panarin with a couple bad turnovers, but I like the fact they shot the puck. Didn't like the fact that he couldn't bury one. That's the unfortunate part. Zibanejad had a decent game as well, and then same with Barclay Goodrow. I don't really have any complaints with anyone, and thank God Barclay Goodrow, by the way, wasn't out there in the final minute of this game, and instead they put Filipino out there. That was nice to see from Gallant actually make a smart coaching decision there. So I'll take that. But that line was not too bad overall. I thought they were solid, and they were getting most of the chances either way. How many times did they start the offensive zone pressure? They just didn't score tonight. And same with the kid line. That was the other unfortunate part. The kid line looked great tonight as well. They just couldn't end up scoring. Laffy probably had a bit of a down game, though, out of all three on that line. I can't talk. Out of all three on that line, I thought Laffy had a bit of a rough game, though. He was gliding at times that I didn't like to see, and he looked just pretty bad. I thought that he deserved a bit of a demotion maybe tonight. I didn't like his game really at all. And for Heedle, loved his game. Heedle looks great. Again, he can't win faceoffs, but he looks great overall when it comes to his game-wise. He looks confident, and he looks, he looks like a new player. He looks like a new player game by game, and he got a lot of ice time tonight, which was nice to see as well. And then Kako, I thought, had a great game as well. Again, kid line did everything but score, and that's what's the unfortunate part. Your two top lines didn't score, and that contributes to why you lost. Third line, Kreider, Trocheck, and VC. I thought they were great tonight as well. Kreider, of course, with the 2 goals, and Kreider had a lot of scoring opportunities. He had that breakaway opportunity. He also got opportunity on a tipping goal on the power play that he should have probably got as well. But he had a great game, still scored 2 goals, could have got a hat trick, but it is what it is there. Trocheck had a great game, great homecoming game for him. Loved what I saw from him tonight, and yeah, no complaints there. And he also was dominating in the faceoff dot. VC, pretty solid game from him as well. No complaints there. The fourth line is where I have some issues. Not with Kravtsov, not with Brzezinski, but Mr. Sammy Blais. Kravtsov and Brzezinski were great tonight. Brzezinski ended up getting a bit of a promotion late in the game, which I don't agree with. I don't think you should be putting him on, giving him third line time, but they were also benching Blais, so that's also why things got switched up a bit and things were getting a bit crazy. But I thought Kravtsov and Brzezinski both had pretty solid games. Kravtsov doesn't deserve the ice time he's getting. He only got 7 minutes. He deserved way more. Sammy Blais was awful tonight, and he needs to be scratched next game for Julian Gauthier. He was bad, and he's not doing anything whatsoever. He's not throwing hits. He's not fighting, at the very least fighting. He's not getting shots on goal. He's not creating offense. He's not doing anything defensively. What is he even out there for? And I hate being hard on the guy, because I love Sammy Blais as a guy, as a person. But my God, at hockey, it's painful. It's painful. The defense, Lindgren and Fox had a pretty solid game. No complaints from that defensive pair at all. I thought they were great. There was a couple times where Fox had some bad pinches, though, that I didn't like. But it's not like he had an awful game. Miller and Trouba was probably the worst defensive pair. Both of them had a kind of rough games tonight. Trouba, again, pick a decision on what you were going to do on that power play opportunity that Pittsburgh got. And then Miller, he had a couple bad turnovers. I thought he was worse than Trouba tonight, actually, which is rare to say, but I thought he was. I thought Miller had a rough game. And again, a lot of turnovers, a lot of pitching up and allowing odd man rushes to come the other way. Rough game for him. And then Harper and Schneider. Harper had a pretty rough game as well. Schneider, though, looked good. Schneider's bailing out Harper on most of these plays. How many odd man rushes did, or how many plays did Schneider have to break up tonight? Because Harper was out of position, I should say. So, not too mad there. And then Igor had a great game. Igor had a great game. He had a lot of big stops, and it's unfortunate that his defense did not help him enough, and a stupid penalty was taken by Sammy Blais. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And it happens. You lose games, and they weren't going to go perfect the rest of the way. So not too mad overall. But let's get to Twitter and see what you guys have to say. Luca says, if we had just another minute, bro, I don't know if it would have made a difference. JARRY looked great that game. JARRY looked great, and the Rangers just couldn't get one by him. So it is what it is. And again, they didn't come up on the special teams. They didn't. So as much as we wanted that call at the end as well, they weren't scoring on the power play, really. New York Fugazi fan says the Wes McCauley no call special is so dumb, but we took too many stupid penalties and gave them life. Yeah, I completely agree. The Rangers kind of lost this game themselves. They really did. They took too many dumb penalties and it cost them. It's that simple. I don't disagree with anything he said there. And yeah, Wes McCauley, garbage call. And I hate him as an official. I really do. And Pistol Pete says Wes McCauley to hell. Yeah. New York South 24 says, oh, not the best game. I disagree there. I thought they played a great game. I really thought they played a great game. Again, goalied and outworked special teams. I'm not going to keep beating the same drum, but that's just how I feel. I thought they played a good game, though. Kazoo says, I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Also, I don't know if anyone else feels the same. Laugh at Kako's game has improved massively, and we could see it. But a glaring thing that stands out to me is they are not fast enough making decisions with the puck. I completely agree with this. I really agree with this comment, and this is a great one. I didn't like Laffy's game that much tonight, though. I will say that. But I agree that they're not quick enough with decisions. Kakko holds the puck way too long at times, and it's just spinning around in circles, making too long to make something happen. And then Lafreniere does a similar thing. Or if he gets the puck on his tape, instead of shooting it right away, he'll wait a minute and pass it, or he'll hesitate and then shoot it. I don't know why he does that, but yeah, I agree. They both need to be quicker with their decisions with the puck. That is for sure. And then Black Dog RVA says, gut feeling, I saw the L coming. I hate seeing that Rat Crosby score, and it seems like it happens every time we play them. We played okay, just outplayed us, especially in the second. Cried's and to intro clicking is sick. Let's get a win against the Fish Sticks on Thursday. Completely agree with this comment to an extent. I don't think they played bad at really any point in this game at all. But yeah, got to get back at it on Thursday. Trocheck and Kreider are definitely clicking. And yeah, it's unfortunate to watch Pittsburgh win, but it is what it is. Because they didn't in the playoffs when it mattered. So that's going to be it for me. Now that I just pissed off every Penguins fan, probably. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Ranger fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video next. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go, Rangers.